Well guys, it's been a busy day today and I just woke up from a nap. However, I just checked my stock app and I didn't check it at 4 p.m. today, but I checked it later on tonight at 9 p.m. and saw that CloudMD and WELL Health were both at the top of my stock watch list. So CloudMD actually went up by 32 cents per share or 17% in one single day, as well as WELL Health followed suit and went up by 81 cents per share, and it was up 12.6% for today. So I figured I gotta make a video on this because these two stocks I've been talking a lot about, and you guys probably wanna know what's happening and why they're up so much. So let's jump right into it. Welcome back to the Fire Grind. My name is Daniel, and on this channel, we talk about stock market investing and just general personal finance. If you're interested, consider subscribing to my channel. Otherwise, let's jump right into the video. So first off, we're gonna talk about WELL Health Technologies. And right now, when I looked at WELL Health Technologies, just to see what the news on my stock app was, there wasn't any recent news about WELL Health. But I think partially, WELL Health got a boost from CloudMD and just all the hype that's going around CloudMD. And also, for those of you guys who don't know, Amwell in America is IPOing in the next couple of days, which one of my subscribers told me about in the video that I released earlier today on Snowflake IPO. So I think with all this telehealth hype that's happening in the market right now, people are just going left and right, just trying to buy up these telehealth stocks because they see it as a future. And for this reason, I think both WELL Health and CloudMD went up because of this reason today. However, there's a little bit more to it than this. Another reason why I think WELL Health went up today is because of the technical analysis behind it. So we saw that WELL Health was consolidating for the past couple of weeks or past week. And you can see on the chart that I'm throwing up right here, there's a wedge pattern that formed. And then in the past couple of days, it just broke out from there. And to be quite frank with you guys, today when I saw WELL Health during work, I saw that WELL Health broke above this wedge. And right away, I went into my WELLSIMPLE app, placed an order for some more WELL Health shares because I knew it was going to continue going up based off of technical analysis. Or at least that's what I thought. And me personally, I do believe in the company long term, and I think it's run by a great CEO. So for those reasons, I'm okay with buying it at these prices, thinking that they'll continue to grow as a company to become a $1 billion or even $2 billion company in the future. And yes, for those of you guys who have been watching me, I have been saying that WELL Health is quite expensive right now. However, I did see a breakout to the upside, and I knew this upside would continue going on. So I figured I should just buy it now because I don't know if it's going to come back anytime sooner. And I do believe that it's going higher. And ultimately, my thesis was correct because I bought it around $6.85 per share today. And at the end of the day, the stock price was $7.25. So that's just the gains for one single day, and I don't know if it's going to go up tomorrow or the day after that, but I think that there's a good chance that it will continue going up because of all the buying pressure. And when investors see a lot of other investors rushing into a stock and a stock just moving parabolically, it gets a lot of people excited, and therefore more investors continue to pile in until enough is enough and people start selling out because they're like, it's getting a little bit risky and I should probably take some profits. Now, if we turn over to CloudMD, CloudMD had somewhat of the same pattern as well, which again, I'll throw up on the screen for you guys to see. There's a wedge pattern and they broke above that, as well as they broke above their previous all-time highs, which could be considered a support or resistance level. So the fact that they broke up above the previous all-time highs with a lot of strength, this showed investors who are looking at the stock for shorter term plays that now the stock is running up and they should buy in and possibly eventually cash out when the stock starts to consolidate. So I think that's another reason why CloudMD is moving up today based off of technical analysis. But not only that, CloudMD also announced some news recently, and let's just dive right into what that was. This year has been crazy for CloudMD with all the different raises that they've done for capital, as well as the acquisitions that they made. They've made at least 3 or 4, or maybe even 5 acquisitions since I started following them. And I only started following them for a couple months right now. So their latest acquisition is actually this company called IMD Health Global Corp. And this company, from what I saw on Google, was actually located in the Toronto area. And I think this is one of the strategic acquisitions of CloudMD, where they acquire companies within Ontario in order to expand to central Canada. And Ontario is the largest market for telehealth in Canada, purely based on population. So it only makes sense for CloudMD, which is a growing company, to be acquiring companies in the largest target market in Canada. IMD Health has created a lot of educational resources, and those resources are very useful right now as social distancing is happening and people are wary of going to the doctor's office. If you can send a patient a video of how things are done in the medical industry to instruct them to do certain things for their illnesses, or maybe just how to run a simple test on themselves, that way it's a lot easier through video than trying to explain to someone on the phone. And with all these resources created by IMD Health already, CloudMD is able to distribute these resources to their own healthcare practitioners. And if we look at some of the stats of IMD Health, they have over 7.5 million patients and over 10,000 healthcare professionals and other users. So IMD Health is relatively large in terms of a healthcare provider out there. So this will only continue to add to CloudMD's healthcare practitioners. So CloudMD is scaling up IMD's educational resources and allowing it to reach a wider audience out there and ultimately get more use out of this product. They're actually paying $10 million to purchase the company outright. Not all of that's cash, only $1.5 million is, but the rest is in share-based compensation as well as a performance bonus. And what this means for investors again is that shares of CloudMD are being diluted again, so you get diluted. It seems like investors don't really care because when this news was released yesterday, the stock continued to move up today by even 17.6%, which is quite a big move for a day without new news. So going forward, what am I personally going to be doing with WELL Health and CloudMD? So for myself, I'm going to continue holding both these stocks because I do believe them in the long term. A lot of people out there might say CloudMD is a bit of a pump and dump just based on the market cap and not really knowing much about the business. However, I looked into the business and to me it doesn't seem very fishy because they have doctors running the business itself. And I don't think management is in it to pump the stock and sell off their own shares, especially not with the acquisition spree that they've been on. So if the company was not in this acquisition spree, then maybe I would agree with you guys that it's a pump and dump. But the fact that they're continuing to acquire other businesses and build up their portfolio of companies shows to me that management has an ambition to be number one. If you're looking to buy into CloudMD, right now the shares are trading at quite a high premium. However, I don't think they're going to come back down anytime soon. So personally, if I didn't have a position, I would probably enter a small position today and see if I could pick up shares a little bit cheaper, but if they continue to run up, I just average into the stock. With the latest technical analysis I did, I could probably see the stock moving up for another 2 days or so before maybe resting at around the $2.50 level. Now for WELL Health Technologies. So personally, I do own shares of WELL Health Technologies, not as much as CloudMD, but I did buy shares today, which I mentioned earlier in the video. And I think that at $7.25, it is pricey, but this is what you got to pay for growth. So if you're looking to open up a position, now might be the time to chase the stock because the stock is probably going to continue running up tomorrow and the day after based off of just how much it ran up today. If we take a look at the previous run up, WELL Health actually took 2 days before it settled down and consolidated. And for WELL Health Technologies, today was the first day that they had their breakout. So tomorrow they'll probably not have as high of a move, but I'm predicting we'll probably see some more upside to the stock tomorrow, not as heavy as today, but still a bit more. After that, it becomes a little bit risky to buy in, and I would probably wait for some consolidation unless tomorrow we see some crazy high volumes and crazy high moves in the stock. If you enjoy these quick updates about WELL Health and CloudMD and other similar stocks that I hold, let me know in the comments down below or just do that by smashing the like button. And if you're new here, click that subscribe and the notification bell to get future updates on videos that I post. Keep up the grind and have a great day.